So you want to build a bus? Well, welcome to Bus Frequently Asked Questions. Today's question, what do I do with all those seats? Yes, your bus has lots of seats, and they're well anchored into your bus. Now, before trying to remove the seats, try getting rid of the seats. Yes, so while your bus is still clean and all those seats are perfectly aligned and not in array, take pictures. And then go on Craigslist, go on Kijiji, go on Facebook Marketplace, and try to sell those seats. And good luck. Try giving them away. Again, good luck. But if you can find someone that actually wants your seats, congratulations, you're one of the rare few that actually find takers. Now, if you're like most of us and you can't find takers for all those seats, well, you've got a few options. First of all, you need some weapons of mass destruction. Those are grinders, face protection, eye protection, hammers, maybe even a sledgehammer. Yeah, they're in there. And they're in there pretty good. You'll also need wrenches, sockets, maybe a breaker bar or two. An impact wrench. That's a good one too. Yes, those seats are rusted in. Those seats, depending on what type of bus you have, well, they're bolted to the floor or they're bolted to a rail. And the floor has been washed many, many times. People have gone in and out with their wet, soiled boots. So what's anchoring it to the floor is usually rusted. And that's where the grinder comes in. Now, one word of caution with the grinder. It throws sparks everywhere. And if you're planning on keeping your bus windows, you want to be careful of where you're aiming those sparks. Because if they hit one of said windows, well, that hot molten metal actually goes into the glass and stays there permanently. So again, if you're planning on keeping the windows, when you're in the area that you're grinding, you'll want to cover them. You'll also want to have a fire extinguisher close by because that nice plush material, or vinyl, depending on what type of bus you have, well, it doesn't really like hot molten metal hitting it. And if you happen to throw a spark at it, it might actually catch on fire. So having a fire extinguisher close by is fun. Now, removing seats can actually be enjoyable. No, nobody ever said that. Removing seats requires hard work, requires being bent over, requires using heavy, noisy, disgusting tools, and also involves rust. Lots of it. So wear a mask, please. Not just for COVID if you've got someone helping you out, but actually wear a mask to protect your lungs. And as I mentioned before, wear a face mask or at least some form of eye protection, because throwing those sparks again, they don't do well in eyes. Just as much as they're bad for the windows, they're bad for your eyes as well. Other things you want to consider, get some friends over, make a party of it, even order in a pizza. No alcoholic beverages though, because you might end up taking out more of the bus than you hoped for. Yeah, but pizza, great thing. Maybe even a barbecue, who knows? But make a party of it. And know that you're going to have a few reminders of your seat removal. Probably a scraped knuckle or 2 or 5, maybe even some blood shed. Yes, it's one of those tasks that, once you're done though, feels great. Because then you can see the vast emptiness of your bus and imagine your home in your bus. You can imagine exactly what you're going to do. You can walk around and feel the freedom and the space that your bus provides. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please leave them below. And if you have any suggestions on what bus frequently asked questions you'd like me to answer next, please leave them below in the comments. Thanks a lot.